All right, what's going on, guys? So I have a very encouraging word for you. I believe if you really digest what I am about to say, it's going to change your outlook on people, on society, and it will allow you to be more confident. You'll go out and do things that God has called you to do. And I believe that if you truly see this, and the trend that we are on, we're going to be in a much better place as a society. And one of the biggest things that's happening right now in society is that all organizations have been infiltrated by moles. And there are good people and there are bad people. And what do I mean by that? From every single level, every single hierarchy, in as high of a place like government, in the organizations of the Justice Department, the FBI, from the White House to all the different government organizations around the world, there are people that are fighting for good, and there are also people that are fighting for evil. And these people, they have not been distinguished by the public, by many people, but God knows who they are. And all the way down to small organizations, your local church, there are some bad, satanic, God-edifying people. There are people in schools. There are people in companies. You got people in Disney that were trying to work for good. And then you got other people that were doing satanic things with children and all these different things. You have good teachers. You got bad teachers pushing different agendas like the LGBTQ. You got people in corporate government, in corporate entities. You got people in every single area of life for which they, whether they are conscious of it or not, they have been there to demoralize, to smear, to make the company look bad, maybe intentionally, maybe indirectly, whatever it is. But for a long time, these people have been allowing others to look at it from an outside-in perspective and say, oh man, that organization, that group, it's bad. Oh, you work there? Ooh, nasty. Ooh, that's awkward. Yikes. And people are having this mentality across people from the FBI to Disney to church denominations. If you went to this church and you were associated with it, people look at you in a negative way. Ooh, you came out of that church, or you came out of this group, or you were part of this family, you were part of that family. You have this name attached to your resume. You have this thing attached to your reputation, whatever it is. Everybody outside of that is going to look at you, and because of their limited ability to comprehend their preconceived notions, their judgment, their microaggressions against the group, the people, the company, the organization, whatever entity it is, they're looking at it from an outside-in perspective and judging people. And I'm here to say something. God knows. He knows what you're going through. He knows who you are. He knows your heart condition. He knows that if you had worked at a prior company, if you had worked in a prior organization, if you had been a part of a church, if you had been a part of a group of people, a family, a community, whoever it is that you are a part of, but God knew your heart condition. He knew the posture you had before the Lord. He's going to distinguish you, and he's going to allow you to be set apart. And it doesn't matter everybody else's opinion. Some people, their opinion, their perspective will never change of that person, that group, whoever was associated to that said organization. But God knows. He knows that you have a clean record. He knows that you have repented. He knows that you have gone to the foot of the cross desiring for a clean slate. He knows what you're going through. And I'm here to tell you something. God is distinguishing and setting straight once and for all the moles of this generation, the people, the evil, the conniving, the foxes, the people that smear, all the false people that have infiltrated every single organization to be able to get their own way, to be able to make that organization look bad. And there are people doing this for everywhere, even in Christianity. You got people that claim to be Christian, making and defaming the name of Christianity and God. And these people, intentional and desiring to do evil, are going to be exposed, and they're going to be brought to justice under the hand of God. And so in this hour, in this time right now, I'm here to tell you, if you worked, if you were a part of, if you were associated to some place, don't worry. God has you. You don't have to look at it with disdain. You don't have to look at it with shame. You don't have to look at it with embarrassment, because God can renew you. He can cleanse you. And there are many people, even to this day, they worked for a certain organization. They were smeared. They look bad. God knows it. God knows that all of the public are looking at these people and thinking, man, I can't look at them the same way again. I can't look at this person because they had their name attached to XYZ. But God, what he's doing is he's distinguishing that, and he's looking at your life. He's looking at what you're going through, and he's going to propel you to the next stage because you've stood strong. You haven't gone to the wayside and said, oh yeah, no, I'm not a part of that. No, I'm ashamed of that. I don't want to talk about that, or whatever it is. But people that have owned up to it, people that have taught and sought the truth, speaking what their testimony is, these people are going to be redeemed. These people are going to be used. And so I just want to encourage many of you guys, because in this hour, many moles are everywhere. Many moles are operating at the highest forms of, treason and crimes against humanity, all the way down to these bad apples, these rotten apples that have disfigured, smeared, and made the reputation of certain organizations, certain churches, certain groups, certain local bodies bad. But these people are going to be distinguished, separated like the wheat from the chaff, and they're going to be brought to justice. So God is seeing that, and he's elevating, he's demoting, he's promoting some people and others as appropriate. So God bless you guys. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.